Introducing the MOI-A study for Osteogenesis Imperfecta with Professor Nick Bishop and Professor Judith Cohen. Firstly, could you tell us a bit about yourselves and the study that you're working on?
Hi, I'm Judith Cohen. I'm a Professor of Clinical Trials and the Director of the Hull Health Trials Unit, which is based at the University of Hull within the Hull York Medical School.
So I'm Nick Bishop. I'm Professor of Paediatric Bone Disease in the University of Sheffield. This study that we're currently engaged with Losartan, which is an old drug used for high blood pressure, but which we think might work in OI, a study that we're calling MOI-A, Matrix-Directed Therapy in Osteogenesis Imperfecta for older adolescents and adults, because one of the side effects of this drug may be useful in improving things for folk who've got OI. And we're particularly interested to see whether pain and fatigue improve and whether it affects the speed with which bone is created and destroyed in these folk.
And what are the potential benefits of this study?
Some of the problems that folk with OI suffer from are pain and fatigue. Some of that's due to fractures and things that are happening with the bones, but sometimes it seems to come from the muscles and other places in the body. And the medicine, Losartan, we think affects a specific pathway, a set of chemical reactions, if you like, that could be responsible for some of that feeling tired and in pain, at the same time as it affects the rate at which bone is eaten away and then replaced. So it's all part and parcel of the same thing. So the potential benefit for participating in this study to an individual would be that they would feel better. And I guess the other thing to add in is that if we look at across the world, OI occurs in every population. It's not just in the Western world or countries that can afford to pay huge amounts of money for new medicines. Losartan, because it's been around for a long time, is now what they call off-patent. The patent on the original drug has expired, and now people can produce it, but far, far cheaper than used to be the case. So the average cost, for instance, of giving somebody Losartan is a few pence a week. So potentially, this could have a global impact if it was shown to be a medicine that provided some help, because it would be able to be used pretty much everywhere, and it would be cheap, accessible, and potentially useful.
And what are the potential benefits of this being a drug repurposing project?
One of the advantages for this is by doing it as a repurposing project, we are able to come in a little bit further along where you would if it was like a drug development pathway. So if you're having to develop it completely from scratch, then you'd have to do a body of work first to show that it was safe to be used in patients, but also get some of that initial evidence. But we're able to use some of that data that was already available from its use for people with high blood pressure. And so we're able to come a little bit further in the pathway. It still means there's quite a lot that needs to be done to get that change. But this is a really important study to give us that first evidence to see whether it's worth going on and doing that additional work and trying to get change in license.